Welcome back to National Update. Roblox, one of the most popular gaming platforms for kids, now under intense scrutiny. The company announcing new age-based accounts and safety features as it agrees to a multi-million-dollar settlement over child protection concerns. With millions of young users online every day, the big question this morning is, are these new measures enough to keep kids safe? Joining me now to discuss is the president and CEO of the nonprofit organization Enough is Enough, Donna Rice Hughes. Good morning, Donna. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, Donna, Roblox is rolling out age-based accounts after years of concerns about child safety. Is this a meaningful step forward or really too little too late, given what we've seen on this platform?
Well, I think it's both. Actually, it is too little too late because kids have been harmed on Roblox. In fact, a researcher found last year, they actually called this a pedophile's hellscape. They found that kids were being exposed to hardcore pornography, sexually assaulted, and groomed and cyberbullied. An undercover researcher also said that when parental controls were turned on, that her avatar was sexually assaulted and aggressively killed and bullied. So the fact that they're making improvements is a good thing. Now, they don't go into effect until June, so what we need to do is to test them and make sure that everything that Roblox is claiming these tools will do. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. It's something that should have been done initially. But oftentimes, as we see with social media platforms and other big tech platforms, they only respond to lawsuits, legislation, and a lot of negative press. And that's what's happened here.
Yeah, exactly. Donna, let's take a look at what the company is saying here. Quote, this update will bring age checks, account level defaults, content ratings, ongoing moderation, and expanded parental controls together into a unified framework for younger users. Based on our selection criteria, we believe age-checked users under 16 will have access to the vast majority of their favorite games at launch. So, Donna, Roblox here promising age checks, content ratings, and more parental controls. But given the real scale of millions of kids, real-time interactions, again, are these sort of guardrails enough to actually protect children here?
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I mean, one of the things we've been pushing for at Enough is Enough, and I've been doing this since 1994, is we want all those defaults turned on. We want those safety features turned on because the current state of affairs, whether it's a gaming platform or social media, is that parents have got to go and turn everything on themselves, which makes it very difficult if you have, a couple of kids on various platforms. You've got to do this for every single platform. So we want to make it easier for parents, safer for kids. And this is something that's very, very simple for these tech companies to do. So indeed, it's important. And I can tell you, we did a whole analysis of some of the top gaming platforms. I'm holding it up right now, where we actually have links to the tutorials on all these gaming platforms, including Roblox, to show what they do and what they claim to do. But again, like I said at the beginning, a Guardian journalist had the parental controls turned on, and her avatar was sexually assaulted, violently killed, and bullied. So we'll just have to see how they work.
Yeah, Donna, to your point, it seems like nothing will ever come to fruition unless there is money to be paid out. And this comes as the company agrees to a multi-million-dollar settlement over child safety concerns. I mean, does that signal a deeper problem with the platform, as you just discussed? And really, in terms of government intervention, should there be stronger accountability or even federal oversight?
Absolutely. Look, social media companies are dealing with the same thing. In fact, Meta just got hit with a $375 million lawsuit. This one with Roblox, I think, was $12 million. There are 100 other lawsuits against Roblox because of all this started to come out last year and the year before. So we definitely need oversight. We've given these companies years to do the right thing voluntarily. And it's always too little too late, whether it's Instagram and Meta, whether it's Google, it doesn't matter. So we do need the structure. We need accountability, because even with the verdicts, it doesn't mean they've got to do the right thing, and that these controls actually have to work. So yes, there's a bill right now that's being marked up for the third session in the Senate. It's called the Kids Online Safety Act, and it does call for these platforms to have a certain duty of care and to have the defaults turned on. It's not just Roblox, it's all of them. So this is important. We hope finally this year that bill will get passed through the Senate. It was passed last year. It didn't get through the House, and that we'll actually see the Senate version pass the House this year and get it over to President Trump's desk.
Okay, Donna, real quick, for parents watching this morning, many of whom have kids on the platform like Roblox, I mean, what are the red flags they should be looking out for?
Well, first of all, I would say before you let any child on any platform, whatever it is, go to that platform, check it out yourself. Make sure you know what the dangers are and what the warning flags are if your kid's getting into trouble. And just recognize if it's an internet-connected platform or an internet device, it's all the good and all the bad. The predators, the pedophiles.
Donna, I apologize. We unfortunately have to leave it there. You've given us so much food for thought. Great work on making our kids safe. Donna Hughes, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, more on National Update after this. Stay